everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking you through my most worn and most loved items from throughout the month of February. So the first item, of course, is going to be my Whistles cashmere jumper. This is probably the most casual item that you're going to see in this video. It's been fashion month, so it's a very, very odd month for my style. It's definitely on the more dressy side. Normally you will see a little bit more kind of casual wear going on throughout my most worn each month, but actually this month has been a lot of dresses, shirts, which I am totally loving, and just everything around me right now brings me total joy, including this jumper. And this is just the most gorgeous jumper. They still do this on the Whistles website in red, I think. I feel like the navy has sold out, but it is the most flattering fit. It's just incredible. For a very slouchy v-neck jumper, those aren't normally like flattering fits really on anyone, I don't think, but actually the cut of this is beautiful. And I feel like purchasing this at the end of last month really made me start thinking more about the cuts of the items that I purchased, sometimes more over the material and things like that, and it has just been my most worn piece throughout this month. I have been all over the place. I've been to New York, I've been to London, and obviously I've been home as well, and this has been with me every step of the way. I have not had this on me at any point. I absolutely love it. I don't think a day has gone by where I haven't actually worn it either. As soon as I am back home, I have just put this on, and it is the most warm but still breathable and just really cozy item, and I feel like this will be a forever piece. I'm taking care of it so well. I have a cashmere comb, which I never thought I would own. Such a grandma item, but yeah, I would definitely keep an eye out for pieces like this because it is just so gorgeous. Now I feel like the next item you will have seen many times, but I felt like it deserved a shout out because I really have worn it so much this month. This is another item that has just travelled all over the world with me this month, and back in December when I purchased this I really never expected to love it as much as I do. It's this kind of laser cut velvet. I'm not sure what style of dress this is. Is this a shift dress? But it's just the perfect dress for when you want to be smart but you don't want to look too dressy, and it's just become a go-to for me when I'm not really sure which end of the scale I want to be on, but I really do want to look nice and really presentable. And I love this with just little black kind of chunky platform heels, but my go-to way to wear this has been with over-the-knee boots, and I have my black ones from ASOS, which are, oh, right here, and these are another favourite of mine, and the two together work so well. So these are the ASOS Kingdom over-the-knee boots, and yeah, shout out to these because they are actually very comfortable for a high street pair of heels. I normally find heels from the high street are absolute murder after more than an hour of wear, sometimes more than half an hour of wear, depending on how much walking you're doing. But I walked around New York in these and my feet didn't feel like they were going to fall off. So that's a real victory for me. But anyway, back to the black dress from Topshop. I absolutely adore this, and I've been wearing it with a white shirt underneath, and you guys always ask about the white shirt. It's actually from Topshop from about maybe a year and a half ago, so it won't be in store anymore, but this one is very similar. This is actually one, oh, you can't really see it on camera, that's really annoying, but this one is from current stock and it's very similar, except it has more of a flared sleeve. Basically it's got this frill detail all down the front, across the back as well, and then on the sleeve as well, and still works really nicely with the sleeveless dress. And yeah, I just thought I'd show you this one. It's not one of my most worn, but I thought I'd show it to you as an alternative to the one I wear, which is in the wash anyway. But yeah, it's old season, so it's kind of harder to get hold of. But yeah, this has just been my go-to. I also think this is lovely without a shirt underneath, but I just really like that preppy vibe with like a belt around the middle and the over-the-knee boots. I just love it. It feels like a little bit more of a modern day Clueless style vibe, and I just absolutely adore it. And I also love pairing it with my one and only Tilda sunglasses from Celine. These have been, again, all over the world with me this month, and they have not left my handbag. I just love them. They make everything feel so much more chic, and honestly I'm considering getting another pair to have like my prescription lens put into because I adore these. So I wanted to give a shout out to those as well because they're just my baes. I'm sure a lot of you were wondering if these were going to pop up in this video, and of course they had to. These are my River Island faux leather trousers, and these are just a beautiful pair of faux leather trousers. They fit so well, they don't go baggy, they are just perfect. I was hunting for about 2 to 3 months for a pair of leather trousers that were the perfect ones for me. Saw these on ASOS, thought there's no way those are actually going to fit me well, but ordered them anyway just to see, research, you know, and they fitted so perfectly. This combined with my Whistles jumper is just a really nice casual outfit match made in heaven. I absolutely love the combination, but this works so well with blazers and white t-shirts as well. You can really dress it up or dress it down, and I love sticking a pair of Converse with them too. So I'm so happy with those, and yeah, they're my kind of trouser favourite for this month. I've also been wearing a pair of cigarette trousers that I really liked as well from my date night routine. I'll link that in the info box if you haven't seen it. It's probably one of my favourite videos that I've made this year, if not my #1 favourite so far this year, so go and give it a watch. Next we have this Topshop flared, is it flute sleeved or trumpet sleeved jumper. You guys will have seen this in videos and on my Instagram a lot this month. I fell head over heels in love with this jumper. I picked it up just before I went to New York. I picked up in quite a small size just to go underneath other pieces because everyone was telling me how friggin' cold it was in New York, and it was actually very mild. I was carrying my coat around because I'm quite a warm-blooded person, and I just felt like it was no colder than in the UK, and I really didn't need all those layers. So I actually ended up wearing this not underneath things, just on its own. And it's become a real staple piece in my wardrobe, which was so unexpected, but I do think because of the cut of it and the colour of it, it just feels very, very timeless. It doesn't feel too trend-led, even given the like flute flared sleeves. It still feels really classic and timeless. And I think I will keep this in my wardrobe for a very, very, very long time because it's just become one of those go-to pieces for me. I just feel very, very comfortable in it, but it still feels very chic at the same time. I like wearing this with just a really sleek ponytail and a really nice pair of earrings. Earrings I will get onto in a second. And either my leather trousers or a pair of skinny jeans, whether they're blue or black. It just really does go with everything. I'm so super happy with it. I also think that it would layer really nicely under pinafore style dresses as well. And yeah, I really, really love this. Before I go on to the next pair of shoes, which are possibly the most stunning pair of shoes I will ever own in my life, I thought I'd just mention one of the outfits that I wore to London Fashion Week, which is currently in the wash, so I can't actually show it to you, but I have video footage and pictures which are saving the day. I wore a very bright shirt to the Topshop Unique show. It's not something that I expected to love, but actually this yellow high neck blouse is something that I completely fell in love with, and I did a kind of whole colour blocking look with it and then tied it with a very distressed leather jacket, and I loved the entire look. I feel like the entire look is a favourite of mine this month, but the yellow shirt itself I just thought was so beautiful. And even though it was such a bright colour, the cut of the shirt still felt really classic, and I fell in love with the colour yellow, which I would never have expected to, and I found myself gravitating towards it so much more recently, and I feel like that will be a shirt that stays in my wardrobe for a really, really long time because I can see it working with so many different outfits. And yeah, that has to be my favourite piece from that outfit, although that distressed leather jacket from Topshop I have worn so much this month as well, so shout out to that one because I have been on the hunt for a leather jacket and I would never have thought that that one would be the one, but it is, and I'm very, very happy with it. And I feel like the pair of shoes in that outfit deserve their own spotlight as well, so those are the pair of shoes that I'm going to talk about now. They are the Aquazzura Wild Thing shoes, which are really nicely coordinating with my play suit right now. This is from Topshop, by the way, if anyone's wondering. It'll be linked in the info box. So these shoes definitely aren't to everyone's taste. I personally did not like these when I first saw them. I liked the nude version but wasn't so keen on the red. I'm not a massive fan of red. I'm just gonna throw that out there, but these I just could see pairing so well with various different things for fashion weeks and just for events in general, because I tend to wear a lot of monochrome, and I actually felt like a little red pair of shoes would really help to brighten up an outfit and add a little bit more interest to a very monochrome kind of look. I'd also seen Army Song from Song of Style. I think that's how you say her name. I feel like it's not Amy, even though everyone says Amy. But anyway, her Instagram is amazing, and I'd seen her style these just with a really lovely pair of blue jeans, and I think it was a black flute sleeve top, and I loved that look, and that was the kind of turning point for me when I was like, I think I need those. And coupled with the fact that Aquazzura shoes are incredibly comfortable, I decided to have a very, very spendy moment, and no regrets. No regrets. These are absolutely gorgeous. They are very, very comfortable. I mean, they're not like Converse comfortable, but they are in terms of a heel that has absolutely no platform whatsoever. They are very, very comfortable, and I can walk around with them for quite a while without them starting to hurt and without my feet killing me. During Fashion Week though, I was on the go for like 9 hours each day, so I did switch into my Converse between shows because there is a lot of walking around that you don't see. Yeah, I just love these. I think they are very, very comfortable. They also have the most gorgeous detailing underneath. I know some people are going to have a go at me for touching the bottom of my shoes, but just bear with me because otherwise these are going to flap all over the place. But they have the most gorgeous pineapple, like gold pineapple detailing underneath, which I just think is a really beautiful touch, and they are such a special pair of shoes, and I feel like I will have them for a very, very long time. Before I go on to earrings, I thought I'd give a shout out to a few other items that have definitely been my most worn this month. The first being the Elizabeth & James Nirvana White, which I picked up whilst I was in New York, and I have absolutely fallen in love with this fragrance. It's really floral and sweet and not something that I would normally like, but I feel like there is a kind of hint of vanilla or something like that, which definitely makes it a little bit softer and more wearable for me because I'm not generally a super floral type person, and yeah, I fell in love with this. I also have the bourbon fragrance of this as well, which I think is a little bit newer, and I don't love it as much as I love this. The bourbon one is still quite soft. It's very similar to Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille or Velvet Orchid or something along those lines. It's got like a little bit of a hint of caramel to it and things like that, but it's very, very soft, and for me, if I'm going to wear something like that in the evening, I want it to be a little bit stronger. So that's kind of like a middle of the road one for me that I'm not really too sure on. New fragrance favourite, have absolutely fallen in love with that. And then I also have worn this lipstick from the Estee Edit so much over the past couple of weeks. It's actually crazy. I felt like I was in such a big lipstick rut recently and I couldn't find anything that was really the one. Like, you know me, I normally have several ones that I am obsessed with and they are my favourites, but I was really struggling to find something slightly newer that I was liking. I was definitely going back over old favourites over and over, like the NARS Velvet Lip Glide in Stripped. And I always like to be discovering new products, and I just felt like I was in a bit of a rut. And then I discovered this from the Estee Edit, and it's their mattified lipstick in O2 Sunday Vibes. So I'm wearing this right now, and it's just one of those perfect kind of pale pinky brownie nudes. It looks a lot more brown in the bullet than it actually does on my lips, but I've worn this so much. It's like a matte finish, but it's very, very creamy in the way it feels, and it's not drying at all. And then finally we have earrings, which I'm currently keeping in a Jo Malone candle lid because I didn't want to lose any of them. But my number one favourite from this month and also from last month and maybe half of the month before have got to be the Dior, I think they're Tribal or Tribal, I don't really know how to say it, but they're the pearl earrings that a lot of people are wearing at the moment, but I really, really like them. I'm a big fan of pearl earrings. I have a pair that Josh bought me, I think about 5 years ago, that I still absolutely love, and I just really like the kind of more modern interpretation of them. So they have the big pearl on the back. So this is what they look like when you're wearing them. I'm sure you guys have seen what they look like on about 1,000,000 times because, like I said, everyone has them. But what I'd really been searching for this month were some earrings that I could also pair with this earring if I didn't feel like wearing the pearls on a certain day or it felt a bit much. And actually Whistles totally came to my rescue with this, and I saw these on their website, which are very similar and kind of inspired by the Dior ones, but they're just not exactly the same. So they look like a little, like, I think it's a topaz stone or something like that. I can't remember what it's called, turquoise stone, something like that. And then they have a gold ball underneath, so it's not exactly the same as the Dior ones, but they look very kind of Dior inspired, and I thought these would be the perfect piece to wear when I don't really want to go for the pearl earrings. But then I also picked up another pair of earrings from Whistles, which I think are from a brand called Lulu Frost, and they had these on sale in Whistles, and I just thought that these were so beautiful. I've only actually worn one so far, hence why the other one still has its tag on. So that is what it looks like in my ear, and what I've actually done is popped a pearl backing from an ASOS pair of kind of Dior dupe earrings that I have. These were, I think, around 65, but Whistles had a 20% off in store that weekend, and I've been planning on buying these just off the website, and I was so happy when I walked in store and they had 20% off. So I got 20% off the Star earrings and the Whistles earrings, so I was like, amazing, so happy. So that is it for earrings, and that is it for this video as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please let me know if you would like these to be more of a monthly thing, because I would absolutely love to do that. I hope you guys are having the best day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.